The other question is, as intentions manifest, I get so excited that I want to talk about it. And then when I talk about it, it's like, oh, am I talking myself out of it, or am I saying, oh gosh, I can't believe this, and if I say I can't believe it, then I can't believe it, and then I...
Well, some of all of
so
that.
So I just be quiet?
Some years ago, as Jerry was wanting to guide people into more success, in that case it was more about financial success. So I was talking to a lot of people about it, and he wrote a paper called Keep Your Ideas to Yourself Until They Are Fully Developed, because he had noticed that a person would visit with him. In time, he would help them achieve vibrational alignment with their belief in themselves, but they would go home and visit with others who helped them to find disbelief in their ability. And so he almost wanted to say, don't ever talk to anybody again. Right. Because knowing that they would, but wanting them to understand why it felt discouraging when they talked to someone else who was not holding the vision for their success. And so in the same way, we would say, don't even talk to yourself until the idea is fully developed, because you are your own most likely person to talk yourself out of, because you've got the facts. Hey, this is unlikely because I've never done it before. Well, that doesn't mean anything. It's a fact that you're using against yourself. We would like you to launch it and get off of it, and launch it and get off of it. Do you think that the universe needs your constant verbiage in order to move into place all of the cooperative components that are necessary for you to accomplish whatever you want? Right. Do you need to be talking about it constantly? And in most cases, you're right. The more you talk, the more likely you are to find vibrational alignment with something other than what you're reaching for.
Right, because if it's a whole big plan, then you say you have, well, I have that and that and that. Oh, and that's not there. Oh, dear.
Well, that's why we're encouraging you to pay attention to the way you feel. Because if you are paying attention to the way you feel, so you are choosing the higher disc by choosing what's easiest, not by what's hardest. And then you're feeling good, and then you turn your attention back to a subject that you have some contradictory vibration about. If you have practiced being on that higher disc, when you dip vibrationally, you'll know it. If you're not consciously achieving the higher vibration, when you dip, you don't notice it. Haven't you noticed that? That the longer you talk about what you don't want, the more normal it feels, until it doesn't even seem odd to be complaining, because you've been complaining, so it doesn't feel odd to be complaining. But when you've been feeling really good and you dip into complaining, it feels terrible. You notice it. When people would come to us, especially in the early days, they would say, is it normal for me to be more sensitive? In some cases, they would exaggerate that feeling by saying, is it normal for all hell to break loose in my life when I begin doing this work? And we say, pretty much. Because as we encourage you to think about what you do want, when you talk about what you don't want, it sticks out like a sore thumb. As we encourage you to meditate and find those higher frequencies, when you find a lower frequency, it's more uncomfortable. And so you can have a sort of rough ride when your desire is very strong, but you have not practiced a vibration that keeps you there. You see? And we don't mean permanently, we just mean mostly. Okay. Helpful?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, really good.
Thank you.
Enough?